it's just like you would have thought with New York State being, is known for having one of, or if not the strictest gun laws, you would think, right? You would think it would just be one of the states that just really like you come here, you safe. But we smuggling so many goddamn guns and there's so many goddamn crimes out here. It's like, what you would have thought that, nah, it's good. You're good. You're good. You come out here with a gun, you're good. You could do self-defense and all that. Like, you know how hard it is. I was just talking to a guy last night. He was cleaning the floors at my job. He's a subcontractor. And he was telling me how he got all these guns and he lives. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want him to get caught. But he got all these guns and he lives in Staten Island. I'm like, I don't really know much about Staten Island except for Wu-Tang and shit, and we don't really count it as a borough. But
it is a borough. What are you talking about?
No, I said we don't count it as a borough. Like us regular New Yorkers, we don't really count it as a borough.
It is a borough.
No, I know that legally, and I know what it says, but Staten Island is not a borough.
Yes, it is. Long Island's not a borough.
Not Harlem is not a borough, but yeah, listen.
No, we're gonna get back to that later off camera because that sounds crazy. Go ahead.
We'll get back to that. People hate me every time I say that. They be like, "Oh, fuck Queens," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you guys are not a borough, though. I know how much you want to be a borough, but you're not a borough."
Why isn't Staten Island a borough again?
No, it's just because it's Staten Island. Like, who talks about Staten Island? Like, who wants to go to Staten Island? Like, what?
Oh my. Okay, whatever.
So it's like, but it's a borough. We know that. We are smart enough to know that. But I said I don't really know much about Staten Island, but I'm like, well, what the fuck? He's telling me he got this gun, this gun, this gun. The fuck? What are you like? What are you doing? I was like, are you some type of like gun collector? He's like, yeah. Like I like guns a lot. Like I'm interested. I was like, all right, cool. Then I can understand you collect them. I'm like, you would have thought you telling me all this information. I'm thinking you got some people on you. You got the mafia on you or something because you got all these guns and shit. But he was telling me like, he lied at first, jokingly, and it was like, yeah, I got a license for them. I said, what? I said, how did you get a license for them? Because you know how hard it is to fucking get a license in New York. He's like, nah, I'm lying. Yeah, I know you are, because ain't no way you getting a fucking license in New York. I don't know one person that legally has a gun license in New York. Then again, I probably don't know a lot of people with guns. But yeah, I don't know nobody with a goddamn license. So yeah, and that was just funny to me. Because it's just like somebody like him got all these guns in his house, and it's like the nigga could go take out a whole fucking projects if he wanted to. So it's just like, but he said he can't get a gun license in no other state. And I was like, why? He said because he was in a psych ward and they will not allow you to own a gun because they're gonna think you're going crazy.
So New York is the only one that actually has a brain. Is what you're
saying? Yeah. But I mean, for him, he can't go to no other state. Even if he goes to like, let's just say North Carolina and be like, yeah, I want to.
But see, that's not 1,000% accurate because we've seen the guy who, what the fuck was the guy's name who shot up the church and then shot up the movie theater? They both had mental issues and they still got guns anyway.
True.
So what?
Well, I mean, listen, wait a minute. That was also something that they say white people can get away with, and they all have mental issues. There's always something mental going on.
There's gonna be a day when I'm at home and some poor girl is gonna come out of someone's basement and knock on my fucking door and tell me this white guy has had her trapped for like years, like another movie that I'm gonna be a part of, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not even shocked that you're here. I'm not even surprised. It just seems like New York has to be the only semi-state with a little bit of like brain-ish, depending, because all these little stories don't happen here. Okay, right. All these things don't really happen here. Like,
well, no, kidnapping happens here.
Okay, I've never heard of anyone shooting up a school here. I've never heard of the guy in Cleveland keeping 3 bitches in his basement that are his daughter's friends, raping them for 15 years, giving them all children. That doesn't happen here. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if you're going to shoot up a school, you're going to die. Like, these New York police don't play. You're getting shot the fuck up. I don't care. Man, woman.
Yeah, I don't feel like...
You're getting shot. You're getting shot. You get shot. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there are some crazy stories in New York for sure. Like, I think 2 weekends ago, maybe you saw on Instagram, this guy tried to kill his wife in his house in the Bronx, and he killed himself, but she actually lived and he just died. So that failed miserably.
Was he black?
He was Spanish.
I just, you know what? I do want to also say this part. Women don't get enough credit. And I hate to spin this, but y'all don't get enough credit because you guys are very smart. Yes, you know that. You guys are very smart in the sense of when you guys go and let's just say you go on a suicide mission, you will kill, you possibly might kill yourself, but you will kill the husband, boyfriend, baby daddy. You'll kill them and let the kids live. Us as men will go and kill you, the kids, ourselves. Like,
because you guys are crazier than we are.
like
1,000%. It's the truth.
y'all have the power to do that. I don't know if it's your vagina or what, but like, why? I'm thinking about like, in my Kel voice, why? Like, why would you kill? Like, I get after you did this mass murder, there's no point of you living because the cops gonna either shoot you, or you can't live with the fact that you done killed your kids and the woman. So I get why you did it, but I don't know why you killed the whole family. The kids didn't have nothing to do with it. What if they weren't watching?
Right? Like, people are crazy, but I feel like there are some crazy women stories, and we know that. Like, I am for sure off my rocker 1,001%. I got stories for days, but men are also, I don't know if it's the emotional aspect or like the connection that you have with someone that you're with for like a while, but men are very much just as crazy.
Oh, like, yeah, I believe it.
But I think when I say crazy, I think they're more mind game and mentally fucked up than doing something else like super drastic. Like, I've had men singing outside of my house. It's very embarrassing. Do you understand?
Hey, you rather that than throwing rocks at your shit and being in front of your bush and come up?
No. I'll take one. You shouldn't be coming to my house where my family is. That's a little, don't do that.
Yeah, of course. Okay?
Because if I come outside, it's I call the cops on myself. That's just kind of person I am.
Said I call the cops on myself.
Listen,
why would you call the cops on yourself?
Because I'm worried for your safety because I know where it's gonna go. You feel me? I did try, once upon a time to run over my ex in front of his friends,
Okay.
You feel me? And I did. He's probably gonna see this. And I definitely did 90 all the way there. And I don't know how the state trooper didn't follow me. I should have told him to. Because if he didn't get there in time, would have lost it. I did kind of lose.
That's attempted murder, you know that? It's attempted murder.
I'm admitting it. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I was 20 years old. That was crazy.
See, 25. I thought Sasha was crazy. And I thought Sasha was crazy.
Yeah, see?
She said if I cheat, she's gonna kill me.
I told my ex.
I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of take that a little seriously. Like,
so I said that when my ex cheated on me, and I said, if you cheat on me, I'm going to kill you. And then I kicked him in his private area, and then I punched him in the face. And I said, if you cheat on me again, I will fuck you up. Then I'm going to tell your mother that I did it because I'm not scared. Let her know that her son is dirty. I have no problem telling her that.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you're going to embarrass me, we can do this together. If you want.
Are you ready?
I can get out of anything.
Though?
What?
Are you ready to go to jail off that?
I
don't think you put that deeply into it.
No. Okay. So like now I'm like retired, right? But then at 20, I just felt like I'm cute. I can flirt out of anything, I'll be fine because I wasn't scared. I'm too impulsive, So that little trigger, I'm with Sasha. Listen, that little driving thing that needed to happen.
You're telling me the dude that you're with now, right?
He's normal. He's fine.
If he does some outlandish shit and just cheats, then what? What you gonna do? What is 25, 26-year-old Jess doing?
I'm not even 26 yet.
That's what I said. 20, you like 25 and a half.
Yep, thank you. I don't know what I would do. He walks a pretty straight line. I actually would be shocked.
All right, but playing devil's advocate, he didn't walk the straight line this time. He fucked up. What do you do?
I don't know what I do. I don't
That's
know.
scary. If you don't know what you're gonna do, you know you're gonna do something, but you don't know what you're gonna do. It's crazy.
I don't know.
The
I don't know
fact-
how much crazy. You know what? After a few years of doing things like this, you get tired, right? You get exhausted.
Mhm.
So it's like, how much more crazy can I get? I don't know. I popped my ex's shoulder blade out, right? And he started crying, whatever, baby. And he was fine. And the cop
That's
was
normal.
there, and he's like, we were on the highway. And he was like, what is that? Who is that gentleman? I said, oh, accident in the car. He's crying because he popped his shoulder out. Is he okay? He's fine. He's fine. Gives me the phone to talk to his mother. And she's just like, what happened? I was like, I didn't see what I was doing. I don't know. I think I hit someone else's car. She's like, oh, he's fine. I said, he's fine. He's fine. He wasn't fine. Yeah. But tell everyone why we're here. Tell the truth.
Listen, he fucked
Because
up.
I laugh before I do anything because I start to get hot. And I'm like, all right. All right. I lose it beyond belief. And people don't think that because I'm like the sweetest person.
That's the
That's-
mask.
That's not accurate information because I'm who you call if you're being fucked with. You call me.
Mm-hmm.
My friends, all their boyfriends, you need me to do a drive-by? I am here for you.
Need me to do a drive-by. So you're
You want to
participating.
put laxatives in the nigga food because he's out here cheating? I got you too. Either way, I am here. Feel me? I'm great.
You need me to do a drive-by.
Mhm.
That's funny. That's crazy.
I love me a good drive-by and a hoodie and some sunglasses.
That's crazy. That is wild. So, I mean, we will keep that in mind. We will keep that in mind for anybody.
Refer me to your friends if they need me. I'm here.
Right. She's down for the drive-by and the jumping. So
I'm just saying,
that's a little crazy. So you did you ever seek therapy about this and try to find out like
No.
if you tick what made you who you are? Like what happened? What happened? It all starts from somewhere. It's a root.
I just cannot.
Did you have a
Yeah.
troubling past where you just was a little kid and started beating up kids? Like where does this anger come from? The therapy, the therapist would say.
I've been, and guys, we've definitely took turn, but it's okay. We're gonna get back. I have had I've been a hothead forever. Like breathing too loud, it's gonna irritate me. Like my friends will tell you I'm very actually rude. Like I'm nice to you guys, but I'm actually very, very rude. And I have such a nasty attitude. So when I'm nice to you guys, it's because I actually like you guys. But anybody else, like, it can switch in a second, like really quick. So I can't handle disrespect. It definitely gets under my skin more than anything. And I can't even wrap my head around it.
How many women
How
have
you
beat up?
talk to me? Hold on. How you talk to me is how this ends. And that's exactly where the conversation's gonna go. Like, I got your number. Like, that's exactly.
So if somebody walks, you're outside walking, and somebody says, "Yo, watch out, bitch."
You lost me at the bitch part.
How does
And
that end? How does that conversation end?
in my mind, you're not even talking to me because I'm telling you, you're not talking to me. You're not talking.
Telling you, you're not.
I know you're not talking to me.
But then what if they say, "Yeah, I'm talking to you," and they point to you? So after you told your mind,
Is my back turned, or are you like?
well, they said you because I don't know if. Well, it depends because I don't know if you still got your back turned when you say you're not talking to me.
What if I have headphones on? I don't even know what's happening.
I'm talking to you, bitch. And then like they got over your headphones because you didn't put it on. I don't know if you got the noise canceling ones, but you ain't got it on. Okay, well you heard it through the noise canceling. I don't even know how you hear it through it.
I'm in my head, in my mind, if you're like in arm's reach, like this, you're already too close. So I want you to come closer to say it if you're kind of far.
You know what? I don't even want to.
I'm very
I don't.
subtle.
I don't want to play
This is the
devil
thing.
advocate and find out what happens as they get closer, because anything can happen. You can spit at them. You can do anything.
That's
So,
disgusting. That's
hey,
crazy.
listen, that's the ultimate disrespect right there.
That's so
The minute
nasty.
that phlegm, that saliva comes out of your mouth and onto my skin, I can't tell you what's gonna happen. I can't tell myself.
If you stand there and watch it come to you, that's crazy because you got to be fast.
I mean, it's gonna be quick though. It's gonna be quick. It's hard to
Once
dodge
I hear
that.
the sound, I'm like, ugh, it's disgusting.
Now, sometimes it don't gotta be like you ain't gotta cock it back. You can just be like, like a quick. Now you eat seeds and you like.
So this is the thing. I'm not some girls, like, they yell, they're very dramatic. There's a scene.
Yeah.
So I don't do those things. I talk just like this. I'm very monotone. My ex-girlfriend will really tell you, she was like, you scare me so much because you're so calm. And that's the problem. She's like, your eyes get so big and you're so calm, because I'm not going to yell at you. When I talk to you stern enough, you're going to feel it. I think someone else I was dating was like, I feel like I have to listen to you. And I said, you should. That sounds accurate. Because I just can't tolerate nonsense. I can't. It drives me crazy. I can't.
No, I get it. I
have a smart mouth. My mouth is so, like, you have one time to even do that for me to be like, yeah, no. I don't even do second chances.
So how do you like, how many jobs have you got into trouble with? How are you? What if?
Actually,
because I mean, it depends. For me, because I'm so like laid back, it takes a while for me to get it. But I've been so passive that it's just been like, as I got older, it's just like I've been tolerating less. So it's usually I gotta check it. Like, but I also sometimes take the mature route and be like, all right, it's not that serious. I don't want to jump the gun because I just know how I'll get. So like in job wise, how are you? Like, let's just say your boss was telling you, hey, Jess, you get off at 5 today, but I need you to stay. I need you to stay longer.
I don't care about stuff like that. I will tell you though, when it comes to work, I've never had like a disrespectful experience.
What if you had to go somewhere? What if you really had something planned? And okay, I understand, but somebody called out and I need you to stay.
I've had that happen a few times when I used to work like 16-hour shifts, and I say no and I leave.
But you have to stay.
But my shift is actually 7 to 3, so
it's
not my problem if somebody called out.
But you have to stay. I'm telling you, you have to stay.
I don't have to do anything. I really don't. If you have a high turnover rate, not my problem. That's not on me. That's on you.
Trust me, I wanted to flip on my manager, but she got fired later on. So
I cursed out my last manager.
That was tough.
The last place I was at, like 10 minutes from the job I have now, she stood in front of my raise, which I found out about. She basically like knew I was getting fired, and she was the office manager. I've never been fired a day in my life. I don't even know what that means. And she left the office because we have two remember, I used to work across from your old job. I used to work across from Nike in that white building. And then we had another practice all the way down on Canal Street where G-Star used to be at.
Yeah.
And that's like right there. So they were gonna fire me. I didn't know about it. She was acting all normal, and this is her job. But imagine, this is where the instance where your boss is your age. So she's my age, and she left for like 2 hours. She comes back. Something felt weird, and I couldn't grasp what it was. And she stood in the back. I'm checking out this last patient, and I get a text message, and I knew it. So someone else fired me who I've never worked with, which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me right now.
Yeah, it doesn't. So she told me she doesn't think I'm a good fit here. She doesn't think I'm happy here, but we never worked together. So how would you know that?
Right.
We had just came back from a trip, a conference in Florida that my office manager, she didn't go to because she had COVID. So Amazing. But I found out it was a Scientology one with these crazy fucking people. And I didn't know, I
Like
guess.
Tom Cruise and stuff.
Yeah, the weird people. So I guess my boss is one of them, which I didn't know about because I'd never worked with her. She doesn't even practice anymore. She has so much money. She doesn't have to go to work. So I've never seen her. So when you fire me and I don't know you, that's weird. So she said, okay, so just, I don't feel like you're happy here, whatever it is, give your key to Natalie. And I was like, okay. Checked on my last patient. Went to the back, went to say goodbye to a different doctor who was there. And she was like, wait, you're leaving? And I was like, it was such a pleasure working with you. Like, just keep in touch with me. But she's there. And then my manager, I said, because Natalie over here is such a fucking pussy. She couldn't do it herself. So she's just going to stand there looking stupid as usual. And she's just like, and I was like, you're a punk ass bitch. Like, you ain't going to do nothing. And you're fucking garbage. Like, and you're from the Bronx. That's another thing. You're nasty. Typical. And then I left. The girl before me that she fired, which they actually could have sued her for, she fired her on FaceTime.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
She fired her on FaceTime. I actually don't know why she fired her for missing work for 2 weeks after they told her to stay home for 2 weeks because she was exposed to COVID, even though she tested negative like 4 times.
Yeah, so
they literally called her after they said, we'll see you on Monday. 2 hours later.
Yeah, I have the ability to sue after that.
Yeah, for sure. And then my boss tried to tell her that he didn't sue. I'm sorry, that he didn't fire her. And she's like, so what would you call it? Because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And basically, they decided to hire someone else, even though she was with them longer. But because he knew the person that was his friend, he decided to let her go.
Huh.
So she was traveling from Jersey to Soho every day. So that trip alone and the amount of money that you spent.
Right.
And then they give you a compensation check that they taxed. That's not what that means.
Yep, somebody's ass would have been sued.
I mean, I think that's fucked up. They told you to stay home for 2 weeks because they feel like you've been exposed to COVID. Valid reason, okay. You get tested, you keep showing them that you're negative, and they keep telling you to stay home. In my mind, they were trying to fire you the whole time. They just need an excuse for you not to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
And they call you after they tell you they're gonna see you on Monday.
And somebody explained to me, right? Why do jobs always make you work half the day and then fire you? Like, my nigga, tell me that shit at home. God. Tell me that shit at home. Fire me on my day off.
I don't get that. They definitely, that's crazy. Like, they fired me on my last shift and I like left after like 5 minutes because it was over. But they still paid me for like that week and the week after. And I was like, all right, I'll take that. Before it gives me some time to find a new job.
Yeah,
but I've had that happen.
I hate that shit. Like, you gonna make me work half the day. You knew you was firing me. So I was, and then try to be on night shift.
What the fuck?
I mean, I knew when I got fired from this hotel job. Not recently. This is like back in 2015.
I can't even picture you getting fired. It's weird.
Listen, let's just say I was just doing some wild shit. Like, there was times where I had called out and I didn't know I was ODing. All right, you know what? What killed me in my job history, because I only got fired from 2 jobs. The only way what killed me in my job history was the fact that I was late a lot. So that is something that follows me. I don't know where it started from. I don't know where it came from. It's just me. So, that was something that they hung over my head. And I think I had got a few write-ups over it. So I was like on my last one. But I was also working at the Garden, so I didn't really give a fuck. But my intention was to get them before they got me. I'm like, I ain't gonna get fired like last time.
Oh, yeah. I read same. I was looking for another job. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
They got me. I said, damn it. So tight.
What happened was the last straw was I was like, damn, they're gonna fire me after this. Cause I called out, I think because I was a breakfast attendant. So I called out and I was in fucking Atlantic City. It was me and a few other people I don't fuck with to this day. So we went to Atlantic City, and see, now that I think about it, was it even worth it? But yeah, so I
really don't be worth it. I swear.
So I was with them. I was having fun, and I made up some bullshit ass excuse because I think we supposed to stay one night, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get back because I called out, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go for another night. I'm like, oh, I can't make it. It was, that's when excuses was like, you put your grandmother in the grave. So I was just making up some excuse. I don't even know what I ended up saying. And I was like, oh, I got to call out, send them an email.
You
So I
sent the
come
video.
back in that week and I'm thinking everything is okay. These motherfuckers pulled me in the office and they gave me the little pink notice. But the thing was, I was gonna leave. I was like, nah, I should just quit as soon as I get in. But I was like, let me milk it a little bit more because I was trying to be a supervisor at the garden. So I was just waiting for that process to go through before I actually made the leap. These niggas put me in the office before I could even execute my plan. They had to escort me out. I was like, oh, fuck
To
this.
escort you out like you were dangerous?
Yeah, like first of all, the
That's
office and the door, I could have walked myself out. The office and the door is like 5 feet. Like, bro, I could have walked out. You don't need to
That's
escort me out. I ain't gonna do nothing wild. First of all, I felt racially profiled because it was like 90,
Why?
it was 99% Hispanic people in there. No offense to Hispanic people, but it was 99.9. It's one of them hotels because a lot of hotels in the city, if you don't know, if you've never worked at a hotel, a lot of them hire a lot of Hispanic people. Don't know why.
They
But
do. They do.
there's a lot of Hispanic people in there, and every time they around each other, they just speaking, Spanish. And I'm like, well, you niggas can speak English. I hear you clearly. Like I understand for the housekeepers, because the housekeepers are always Hispanic. I feel like, for the housekeepers and like, these cleaning crews that you bring in, they majority Hispanic. I get it. They hard workers. I get all that part, but and they got broken English or don't speak any English or barely any English at all. I get that part. But a lot of you niggas that know how to speak English in front of me because I feel disrespected, okay? I don't know what you're saying. And I gotta deal with this at the barbershop, but they be speaking English, so I know they're good.
Spanish barbershop?
Yeah, my boys always kill me for that. They're like, yo, they gonna push your hairline back. My hairline is fine.
I don't think I'm with not that part, but I don't know. I hear a lot. Okay, I've seen where a lot of Spanish people will be friends with Black people, but I've also seen where they don't mix well, and they decide like this isn't the best mixture.
But it was crazy because I'm sitting there and I'm just like, they always speak in Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, it was literally me and maybe one other Black dude. Like, it was like a small percentage of like, maybe a white girl.
Did you ask them what they were saying?
No, because it's probably none of my business. It probably was about me or not about me, but it's like they felt comfortable talking Spanish in front of each other. And I'm like, disregarded my shit. So I wanted out of that hotel anyway. Get me the fuck out of there, motherfuckers. So yeah, that shit was crazy. But that was the only time. I promised to not let myself have that shit happen again because every other job that I felt like I was about to get fired from, I bounced. Like this last hotel that I was working at, niggas had me on a final notice and thought I was gonna stay. Sorry, I'm not Boo Boo the Fool. You're not gonna fucking catch me in a fucking fucking trap. Like I'm out of here, motherfuckers. And then they thought that you give me my final notice a month, like within a month, and then think I ain't gonna leave the next month. You must have forgot how thick my resume is. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
you
right.
must have thought I was a bullshit ass worker. I collect all my work ethic and all my coins. So sorry, motherfucker. Now you gotta find somebody. So and yeah, I recently had an interview at this hotel, and I knew what I was going into. It's like a Hampton Inn. It's in the city by 34th Street. So I was going in there and I'm like, it's a small property. So I could like manipulate this interview because I'm like, all right, I'm going into a smaller property. You're trying to hire me as a front desk supervisor. So what are you going to actually tell me? Like, I could run this shit. So, but I wasn't going to come in there cocky. I was just going to come in there just like, I know what I'm doing. So, you ain't got to break down the rules. Let me just see how you guys do it here. So we get into the interview. We're going back and forth. She's asking me what do you look for? And I feel like I sell myself short because I always say like I'm looking for a team, a family, and stuff like that. And nobody runs these hotels as like a family, as a unit. Like everybody sticks together. Everybody don't talk shit about each other. Everybody is like for each other. It's like really like a family outside of your family. So, and I've been working for a while, so I never seen it. Well, I seen it at arenas a little bit. Like when I worked at Citi Field in Madison Square Garden, I feel like more people were cool with each other and like it's like a family thing. But then I don't know. But so everything is going good until we discuss finances. So
Oh,
she's like, well, you know, how much you making? So I just gave her a random number. And she's like, well, yeah, so we start our front desk super, and there's nothing wrong with it for anybody that's making this amount, but it's just not the amount that I'm making now, and it's not the range that is gonna keep this roof over my head.
but
But
if
she's
you know your worth and like what you can do, and it's worth this much money, that's what I need. Because I know
uh, right, and but she cracked me over the head when she said, "Yeah, so we start our front desk supervisors off with 18, and there's no like cap with that. Like that's the cap right there. I can't even
we
negotiate
start
it."
them off under $23 an hour.
Bro, that's $3 over minimum wage. And I'm wondering what the fuck is your front desk agent over here working hard, sweating her
What
little
does she
ponytail
do at
out.
home with her parents with like no real bills? Because that would the only reason why that would make sense to me.
Yeah, because I'm like, she's over here. You come on, you guys call yourself
If we
MSG.
was making that at 19, 20 years old, we probably think we were lit at that time. Like,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
like,
little
I'm wondering how old she is and how like if you starting your fucking front desk, I'm gonna come in here manipulating this whole shit because $18. I ain't
I
gonna
make
be
more than
you.
that. I make more than that.
You getting me on part time? You gonna get a
Yeah,
part time
no.
supervisor? That's what you gonna get. You gonna get a part time supervisor because I ain't
Uh-uh.
working off $18. Working hard, sweating and getting these calls and helping out. She said I'm going to be helping out the front office manager with managing calls and helping out these guests and all that. I'm working that hard for $18? Nah, fuck you. Better go work another person.
Gotta work at McDonald's for $18 an hour. What the hell out of
Right,
here?
exactly. Even McDonald's, even McDonald's, if I go in as a supervisor and I don't know shit about shit,
Minimum is 25.
they're gonna pay me like 100,000 a year. So it's like, yo, come on now, dog. Like stop playing. Like, and she told me I can't even negotiate. If I bring it to them, they don't want to hear the shit. So I said, yo, I literally left work, bro. Went, got my little food, wasted time, took 2 buses there because I didn't want to get on a train. Took 2 buses there and literally got there. I was there by like, it was supposed to be at 9. I got there at like 8:30, 8:45. And I sat there, gave her 15 minutes to get her shit right. Because in an interview, you can either be there early or you could just come there just straight on time. So I could have came there straight on time. I just would have had the lollygag on 34th Street. But I came in there 15 minutes, get your shit together. I know you was running up at the desk. I know you got calls to make. All right, come see me over here. I'm sitting right here. Sitting there for you that was the quickest, shortest interview I had. That shit was 20 minutes, bro. I got out of there. I was in there at 9:45. Seen her about like 9:05-ish. And it was out of there by like 9:20. I was like, I'm heading the fuck home and going to fuck to sleep. That was a waste of time. And I kept saying that this is probably going to be a waste of my time because we were supposed to have an interview last week. Then I made some other bullshit up and I didn't feel like going. And she was prepping me for this week. She's like, you either come Monday or Wednesday. And I'm like, for that long, you was going to wait to do an interview with me? Y'all are kind of desperate and probably don't have a lot of candidates. Because I don't know if somebody's going to schedule out that far in advance. It's like, oh, if I can't get you in an interview within these next 2 days, then I don't know.
You're right.
But then I got more interviews coming up anyway. So, somebody gonna give me the bag. Somebody gonna give me the bag, gonna give me the position
I'm
I
looking
want.
for a new job now. I'm looking for a new job now. I feel you.
And I hate it. I hate it because this is actually the shortest I've been at a hotel. I mean, it's a hotel, medical facility, whatever. This is the shortest I've been at a job, and I wanted to leave. Like, I at least get the job at least a year. Like, I've only been here for like 6 months, probably going on 7, and I could care less. But the thing is, again, like I was telling you, you would think that I have it good right now. For my position, I'm not responsible for nobody. I'm nobody's supervisor, so I don't have those responsibilities. I just come in at night. I do my little work. I can literally finish my work in an hour. And then the rest, I'm just lollygagging, just watching shit, chilling, sitting down, not doing nothing. That is a perfect job. You're just getting paid to sit on your ass, but you got to make it seem like you're doing something. So and I'm used to the overnight. So I'm not a guy that's gonna be falling asleep and then people complaining. No, I'm used to the overnight. So I'm chilling up. I'm good. I'm awake. I'm not tired. And I'm doing shit and I'm getting paid. But after a while, how much fun is that? You wanna you wanna be able to grow, and there's no opportunity to grow here. Yeah, I can probably try to wiggle away and get into another hospital, but with that whole mandate shit, I don't know if I want to work for any of these hospitals in this area with this mandate weighing over my head. So,
I just want you to know that we've been over our time for like 35 minutes.
oh shit.
So I didn't want to I stopped it before it was a few seconds because I didn't want the loud thing in the visual.
Okay.
But it's been over 35 minutes.
Oh shit. All right. Fuck. And it's getting on 8 too. I you gotta leave. But yeah, for further stories, you guys could ask me that. I'll continue that story another time. I don't, y'all need to hear about my job.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm wondering, do you edit these?
I could. I gotta work on it.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you think because we straight off topic and it's so funny because we always do that. Do you think we should cut out everything that has nothing to do with that?
Oh yeah. We could.
I think it'll cut it down to instead of 35 minutes, I think it maybe go down to over 10 minutes instead.
Yeah, that's fine. And then what we could do is I'll send you the file if you know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it on my laptop. I don't have a MacBook like you do.
Hey, listen, don't get us this MacBook
because
too much.
I can do it. I don't know if I can do it on my phone because you can't text that to me. It's too big. It's
yeah. I gotta find a way to do that. I'll find something. I'll chop it up and I'll probably put it out. I'll probably work on putting it out tomorrow. I want to put it out today, but I gotta chop it down.
Yeah, see if we can get these last 30 minutes down.
Yeah.
They could be like, where are you guys talking? What are you guys talking about? Like, oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fine.
But I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, again, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been great. We probably went over our time, tons of time.
We sure did.
Yep. And again, this is Jess' last show. So y'all say goodbyes. Definitely leave feedback in the comments.
We want to know, hear what you guys feel. Want to know it all.
Subscribe. Support, subscribe, whatever they fucking talk.
Subscribe, share.
There we go. Subscribe, share. I was wondering what was that other word. All right, so we got it.
That's the other.
Got it. Subscribe, share. Yeah, just do that. Just do
all those things. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Like Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
And we're out.
See.
You got to do the cut thing. All right. Cut.
Oh, sorry.
All right, cut.
This is timeout.
Yeah, that's. All right, so yeah, we're out.
I'm sorry. That was really, really
funny.
All
right.
Okay.
Out.
Okay. All right, you guys. That was.
All right. Now we out.
Yeah.
Damn, I almost did it. All right, we out.